G'day, I'm Mrs. Dow, and welcome to Mrs. Dow's Art Room. Here's today's lesson. Today we are making greeting cards for Dad or anyone else special in your life. First you'll need some paper. Any paper will do. We will need to fold it in half to make a card. So if you line up the edges and crease down the side, you'll be able to use your paper as a card. Here's another way to fold it that might be a bit easier. You turn your paper to the side, hold down the top and pick up the bottom, lifting it to line up at the top. Holding it steady with one hand, drag your finger down to the center and crease across to the edge. Then you can swap hands and crease across to the other side. This gives you a nice good fold. You can also fold this again to double it up and make your paper a little bit thicker. And I'll show you how to do that in a moment. If you do decide to fold it again to make your paper a bit stronger, turn your page, making sure the folded edge is at the top, and then take your longest edge up, crease again to each side. So when you open your card, you'll have a folded edge at the top, just like this, and down the side of your card. Now we're ready to start drawing. Our first drawing is this rocket. There's a special message inside. I'm going to start in the center of the page, draw a circle, not too big. Remember to pause the video if you ever need to catch up. Next, we're going to draw two vertical lines that start above the circle, one on each side, and go a bit below, leaving a bit of space at the top and bottom. Next, we're going to add a triangle for the point on our rocket ship. The bottom part is a curved line, and then from the top in the center, we'll draw two lines that reach out to the bottom of that triangle. Now, add a curved line at the bottom of our two vertical lines. We're going to add the part at the bottom of the rocket where the fire comes out. So make your lines point out a little bit and then join them with a curved line, like a smile line. We'll draw some fire shapes coming out the bottom. I'm going to draw three, one in the middle and one on each side. They look like they're tucked in behind. Then we can do the same shapes but a bit smaller inside those. We'll add two triangles, one coming out each side of the rocket like wings. And then we'll add a few extra lines and dots for details. So an extra circle inside our porthole, and add some dots that look like rivets. Then a line down near the bottom and some more dots. It looks like it's joined onto the rocket ship with some bolts or rivets. A few more dots at the bottom here, just to add a bit of extra detail. There's our rocket ship finished. Now for the special message inside that makes it all make sense. We're going to write, "You rocket being a dad." Or you could make this for anybody. You can change the word dad for anyone that you like. It could be for your pop, for your mum, your brother, your sister, or someone special in your life. You rocket being a, and add your own word. You can pause the video when I'm finished writing if you need to copy. Okay, this next one is, "It's official. You are the best dad." You can change the word dad for anybody. Here we go. First, we're going to write some of the words so we know how much space we have. So it's goes at the top, and then we're going to write official. We'll use some lowercase and uppercase letters. You can pause it when I'm done and copy if you want to. Now we're going to go towards the bottom, leaving enough space for our fish. We need 2 lines of writing here. We're going to write, "You are the best." And you can either write Dad or whoever you're making your card for. Again, pause it at the end if you need to copy. Now that we have our words, we know how much space we've got left to draw our fish. We're going to start with the tail. We'll draw a straight vertical line and turn it into a triangle. Then we're going to draw an oval, but we're not going to join it all the way up. So I'm stopping here and stopping again, and then we can add a smile in. A giant eye goes up here with a black spot in the middle. You can leave a little bit of a white dot if you like for a shine. We'll add some bumpy lines as scales, but you can do this part of the design however you like. Next we'll add some fins and a couple of extra lines for detail. We might also add some bubbles and some waves too. Pause the video if you need to catch up. The next one is, "Dad, I love you from my head to my toes." Tomatoes, get it? Of course, you could leave out the dad part or change it for someone else's name if you're drawing this one for somebody else. Okay, to start with, we're going to add the words at the top, so make sure you know what you want to write before you start. You can pause it when I'm finished if you need to copy my words. Add the word tomatoes at the very bottom. That way we've got space for our drawing in between. Now we're ready to draw our tomato. We're going to start with the eyes. We need 2 circles in the middle of the empty space we have left. And draw 2 smaller circles inside that. You can place them anywhere, top, bottom, middle, up to you. Next we'll add a little smile and some little side lines. Next thing we're going to do is like a bumpy line or an M type shape, and then zigzags joining those. This is for the top of our tomato. Add a stalk, and now we add the curved tomato shape. It's like a big oval. Just filling up the rest of the space there. We can colour in the eyes if you like. Leave a little spot that's not coloured in, or colour in the whole thing. And there we have finished. We will be colouring all these in at the end of the video if you want to have a look at that too. Okay, this card is, "Dad, thanks for always being a fun guy." Another word for mushroom. Pretty funny. The top half is going to be for our words and the bottom half for the picture. So I'm starting with Dad, but you could change the name to whoever you want, or leave that part off and just start with thanks. If you need to pause this at the end to copy, you can. Next, we add our mushroom at the bottom. First, what we're going to need is a little bit more than a half circle or an oval shape, but we leave it open at the bottom for the stalk of the mushroom. Next, we'll do a small curved line in about the centre and 2 lines coming out that get bigger at the bottom. Do a curved line to join those up. If I'm going too fast, just pause the video. We'll continue this line to touch the stalk and pretend like it's going behind. Then we draw another oval inside, but it's closer at the bottom to the edge of the oval and further away, leaving a bit more space around the top. We can add some lines and then some little circles or half circles that are just inside that oval shape. If you want to, you can add a face to your mushroom, some eyes and a mouth. Maybe it's smiling. Give it a bit of personality. And then you're done. Okay, the last one is you're an unbelievable dad. First, we need to write the words. So again, once I'm done, pause it if you need to copy. Great, now we're ready to draw our bee. We're going to start with a circle over towards the right of our page. We can draw 2 big eyes, circles, a couple of eyebrows and 2 smaller circles inside there. And colour most of those in and leave a white shine if you wish. Going to add the mouth, so we'll do a straight line with a curve underneath. Add some antennae. Now we're going to have a look at doing the body, so an oval that pokes out the side of the head. We'll add the bee's stripes in here. Make sure the lines are curved and it helps him look a bit more round and 3D. A little stinger on the end. And now we add some wings. One of them is going to go over the top of our lines and one of them is going to hide in behind. You can draw some cross hatches in here and that just makes our wings look a little bit see-through and like they could be moving. Now I'm going to add the 6 legs. So we'll add 3 that come straight out from the side of the body. They'll look like they're behind. Then we add another 3 that start inside the body. So they look like they're closer to the viewer. I also decided to add a little flower in the bottom there. You might like to colour it Dad's favourite colour or whoever you're making this card for. Couple of little leaves, just finish it off nicely. For the last part of my video, I'm just going to show you how I coloured all of my cards. It's quite sped up, so if you want to pause at the end or anywhere through the video, you'll be able to see the coloured versions of my cards. I hope that you had so much fun with these Father's Day cards. You could choose any one you want to do or have a go at all of them and see which one you like the best. Don't forget you can change them. They don't need to be for a dad. You could make them for anybody special in your life. Thank you, my amazing art students.